Someone asked, why do some girls have male friends? It's simple. Men just don't understand that when men fall apart or men don't like each other, they will move away. They move away from each other and stay away from each other if they don't like themselves. But when it comes to women, no. I have gone to only single-sex schools, so I have studied with girls, much as I only come from a family with only boys. So I have these, but most of my good, loyal, confident friends are male for a reason. First of all, for women, when they don't like you, they can still be around you. You can book holidays together and you can go places together when they realistically don't love you. Now, they say that most of your friends secretly love you, and that could not be very far from the truth. It could be, but I would rather keep a secret admirer than keep a secret hater. If you don't know what that means, then you will blame any woman for having male friends around them instead of having female friends as friends. Because a woman will hate you, will not love you, will not support you, but they will still keep your company. You do things together, but they are secretly plotting, praying for your downfall. You get? But when it comes to men, they will treat you nice, and they definitely secretly have some admiration for you, and they will be around you, and they will be honest and loyal to you because they possibly praying one day, but that is better off than having someone around you, dine with you, but when they hate you, when you find out they really hate you in the long run, that kind of betrayal is hard. It's very, very painful. Now, I have been down that road and I know how that feels. And in my earlier days, I'm a loner and I love my time alone and spending time alone. Up to Facebook just showed me I just got, you know how Facebook reminds you of those notifications of how many years ago, and it was telling me 10 years ago. It reminded me of that trip, I think it was towards Easter. Then I got a vacation from work, and then I remember it got to Bukoba because I wanted to adventure and see how can I use water transport. Where will I find it? Yes, I have two means of transport, that's a train and water, and I wanted to do it. So I got myself, I packed my bags, I went to Bukoba, that's a port. I don't know if that part is in Uganda. Yes, I think it is. And then I got onto a ship. By then it was Victoria ship. And then I traveled to the next country. It was overnight. We left like in the night, and by morning we were there. And I got to Mwanza because I had some friends in Mwanza. Shout out to J-Lo. I have a girlfriend called J-Lo. I call her J-Lo, but she's Jennifer. It's the same, right? Yeah, she's from Tanzania. We studied together, so I love her. So I traveled over there. I was like, I want to use this means of transport. That's the only thing I had not used. Two of them, rail and train. Now, those over here be like, oh, I don't use the train. Yes, I used it when I came to the US. I had to use it because I wanted to experience, I wanted to use all means of transport and do everything. But those two were mine. If I had stayed in my country, most likely I would have never used the train. I don't know if people, yes, people use it because there is a rail line, yes, but I think it's cargo. I'm not so sure, but I would not have used it. So I took that trip alone. I remember I slept at Bukoba. I got me a hotel, there was a beach, and then most of the pictures it's me taking, you get, and then a few selfies. But others I would not take myself unless when I would put my bag somewhere. You get you a small travel bag, and much as I'm petite, I put in the small pieces of things that I need, clothes, you know, no need to carry makeup because I'm going to eat, and then girls, and I'm not all that is makeup girl. Have you a good skincare routine and you will not need makeup that much. So got on the trip and got my bag. So the few pictures that I took when I was far, I had to put my bag somewhere and then put my phone and then run and then pause and then take a picture. Others, when I was in the mountains. I don't think I'll get time to just put some of those pictures. I wish I would put. We went to some beautiful ports in Mwanza. I wish I would talk to Jen if I posted this, so she would remind me of those hotels. So they have some very beautiful beaches, like the beach, not the beach. Some very beautiful places, like beautiful also. I did have some pictures and memories. Some of them I put on Facebook, but I used to use Facebook like to just remind me, like I keep my pictures that I posted things or just highlight something whereby that notification just pops up and I'm like, ooh, I remember where I was that time, and that was 10 years ago. I had myself together, I was independent, I was self-sufficient, I was doing everything on my own. By then, I have big woman problems, and the way I used to think, and it was not just because of loneliness, I just enjoyed my company. I enjoyed myself, I enjoyed spending time with myself. I will be in the house like, you can invite me, come over here. I may not show up, not because I don't like you, but just because that sometimes I can be busy with myself. That could be just looking at myself and taking pictures and posing and just taking care of myself. Like I just have my company. I enjoy myself. And I think that's one thing that I have tried to love, and I love about myself, because few people, out of experience and seeing people, some people can't be in a room alone unless they're on their phone or they are doing something or talking to someone. They just can't be alone. They can't travel alone. If they go somewhere and they're alone, they're definitely going to pick up someone. It's a red flag when a woman or a man cannot be alone. If they need company, they need someone else, they are just uncomfortable with themselves, like they just can't do it. But my experience, I just enjoy myself, and by then I've never really gotten any big disappointments or betrayals. It's just that. And I have friends, most of my friends, we talk, we catch up. I'm sorry, I'm not editing that out. Did it look cute though? That's how much I love. So I enjoy myself, and some people just don't know that. I just enjoy myself, I enjoy my company, and when I'm around people, I can be entertaining. But sometimes it's just you're in situations or places and you feel like, now, that is my understanding, and I know it's very, very tricky for people to have the opposite sex, but if you know you cannot have a friend of the opposite sex and you don't cross the line, that means you have no boundaries, or you have no self-respect, or you don't know your worth. That if you have any friend around who is of the opposite sex, if they touched you, you will just cross the line and you can't tell them stop. That's not my cup of tea. If at all you can't have friends around you of the opposite sex and they don't understand that that's not the clear boundaries, like there's a line you can't cross. Even when they trying to flirt you, be like, you can be nice. I can be nice and nasty a little bit, and you will not do it again. If you know you're that person and you can't do it, then don't have friends of the opposite sex. And that's one thing that I have learned, that most people who feel intimidated, they just can't do it. You can do it. It does not mean that everyone cannot do it. Now, some people, you have strict boundaries. Like my boundaries, I don't communicate them, but they will just show. You know, I have values. I'm not a woman who just think like, let me just cross the line, like, you know. You be nice, but you have boundaries. But on the other hand, don't project onto others. Some people are like that. Some people have boundaries. You get? Some people know their worth. Like someone, because we are friends, because we are going to talk, because you're not just going to sneak out and then think you can cross the line just because we talk or we speak and we're friends. No. So just to say, you can have friends of the opposite sex. I would rather keep me friends of the opposite sex any day, every day, because I can regulate those. Your feelings are your feelings, and they're not mine. You get? I will still be nice, and it does not mean we are going to cross the line, because I don't. You know, I will not friend zone you if I want something different from you. You get? Yes. So, but if you can't, don't try it, don't do it. And be careful when it comes to people who tell you they do not trust you with opposite sex. In most cases, they do not trust themselves. They're just projecting onto you. And it's understandable, not everyone can do it. Not everyone has strong boundaries. So don't project, and if you can't handle your partner or your friend having friends at the opposite sex, just don't get there. You get, don't get there. But I have opposite sex friends who have been very good to me, and we are nice, and they can be there for me. They'll treat me nice. I treat them good. You get. I have some that have even gone into relationships, and that women have got to understand that, yeah, she's just a friend, and I don't cross that boundary, because anyone that likes you can always cross that boundary. But I let you know that I don't go there. You won't even start. You get. And that's it. But if you listen to the next video, I'm just going to give you some silent red flags for women. Yes, some of them can cross over, but for women. I'll talk about women because I'm a woman, and I know more about a woman. I've been a woman all my life, but I've grown up in a family with boys. I've studied with girls. I have worked with girls and boys, and most of my good, cherished kind of friends are boys. You get? We won't be secret haters. We won't, it's easier to fall out with girls, All it could take is you having a boyfriend they don't like. Is you leveling up in a way they don't like. Is you becoming a better person. Is you having just a simple disagreement and that friendship is done. Is someone finally getting a new friend? Is you being friends with their friends, their new friends they just introduced to you, and they're like, dang, you're more friendly to that one than you are to me, yet you just met them. I should be better. I've been there, done that. I have this kind of friends who feel like they owe you because they are your friends and they've been your friends before, so other people can't be your friends. Yes, I understand. I will do that to myself too, because I'm a good person and I know my worth and I know myself, but I'm just nice and people will appreciate. So with that, we can all be friends, but I'd rather have a secret friend than a secret hate. Okay? So subscribe. Please subscribe, please. Oh, subscribe and thank you. You think I would look pretty on your arm once you go.